Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the 160th One Nation, One Planet, One Race for World Peace for Tuesday, March 9th, 2021. This is a broadcast of the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute Education Department and part of the public teachings in English. My name is Rick Crammond. I'll be a host today along with Mark and Doug. And of course, we are joined with members of the Universal Council who will be presenting today's workshop. Okay, well, we hear the rooster crowing in the background. That must mean we're ready to begin. Okay, let me open up the starting screen here and we'll begin today's show.
Hello, Rick, can you hear me properly?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, my dear Rick. As I am Shweta Anwar, you see Hindi language. And salam, namaste, salute, beautiful souls, beautiful humans, beautiful nature, everything that is beautiful, that is going to be beautiful, is beautiful. So this is, as Rick says, welcome to the One Planet, One Nation, One Race for World Peace. Welcome to the beautiful energy of Keshe Foundation, Spaceship Institute. Welcome to the beautiful energy of the Universal Council. This is how the beauty and totality works. Here in this dynamic plasma, in this spaceship unit, in this Spaceship Institute, in this space of love, we receive love and give love. And that is it. It is a true human nature. We just have to understand that. And this is the time to be a butterfly, from a caterpillar, we can say. So these are the words, feel the emotions behind these words, and they are all love, as we all know how to be in peace, live together in peace. So this is the word, these are the words I would say. To the beauty of the soul of diversity of the languages spoken on planet Earth, all souls are as equal and are all as creators as they are created in the image of the Creator. This is the beauty. We are all created in the image of the Creator. We are all in beauty and totality, was, is, and will be always. Thank you for being here. Thank you, beautiful souls. Thank you. So swagatam, welcome, my dear ones. Salam, namaste, salute.
Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening from wherever you are. As you know, it is worldwide, so you can be in any part of the world, different time of the day. So welcome. And so this is the World Peace Project, One City and One Center for the Universal Enhancement Spaceship Unit. So this project is a world peace. So as we been remind you for quite a while now, we remind you about this project for the world peace, where this technology that it's not from here is being given as a gift to us, and the knowledge has been shared from Mr. Keshe, and all this technology is being given to us for free. So as you know, we share it freely, we learn it freely, and we teach freely in exchange of peace. And it's very important because this technology it never showed in Earth before, so it's gone beyond ever any our imagination of what the things it can do or the power of this technology can achieve. So it's very essential that we put first in place the fundamental. It's like when you want to build a house, you have to put the we have to put the fundamental right, so everything can be built on top. And the world peace is the number one, is what we are requiring, what the universal community requiring in exchange of this technology. So as you know, we had a center. We have a center in Linz. Right now is closed because of the pandemic law. And there you can see the two Nansenman unit. One for materialize everything you need at the point of need. And this already is going to solve many of the world issue. So, for example, we don't have to, at the moment, we're exploiting a lot of the environment. So, as many people knows, as you already knows, the Amazon forest is getting, I don't know the word in English, when they're taking trees out all the time. They've, I can't remember the name now.
Deforestation.
Yeah, deforestation. Thank you. Thank you, Rick. Deforestation. Thank you. Yes. So, but with this technology, that we overcome that issue. With this technology now, we can make material. We can produce the soul of the wood and produce wood without cutting the trees. So think about that. That it's something. This technology is never been in Earth before, so it's nothing what you ever see before. So, and not just the trees, but you can think about anything that now we taking from the environment. With this technology, that is the end. We can restore the full balance of the whole environment, of the whole planet. With this technology, we can also clean all the environmental problems. So we got solution for very high polluted water. So as you know, now we have many problems, like Mr. Keshe talked about last Thursday, about the polluted water in Italy, for example. I'm Stefania, by the way. I'm the Italian representative of the Italian language representative of the Universal Council. So last Thursday, Mr. Keshe showed how polluted, a lot of things has been done. So he showed a document that it showed that he collaborated with the Italian government to using this technology to clean very high polluted water. Water that was bringing a lot of illness, like cancer, people actually dying. And this water goes in the food, in the earth, in the wine, in the pasta. So very serious matters. Where at the moment, the science of today cannot find solution for this. But with this technology, we start in a new era. We start in the plasma era. It's like when we used to use candles and we turn into electric, and no one used to believe you. Can you imagine, we were all in candles, and someone come to you and said, one day we're going to have electricity. From one switch, you're going to be able to turn the light of your house. People would think, like now, that you are maybe not, they will not believe you. The same is what's happening now. So we are now we are really comfortable and used to the electricity. but we know that electricity is not a solution. And now we get to know about the plasma era, the plasma technology. And now we're the people here, especially the people of all the knowledge seekers, everyone who tried and make device at home and follow the Mr. Cash teaching, free teaching, and try this technology. Now we have many testimonials to show the power of this technology. But still, there are many people who are new, and when they hear about plasma, they maybe think they will not believe us. But it's the same when from the candle, we pass to electricity. And now from electricity, we pass into plasma. So this is the beginning of the plasma era. So with this technology, we can do things that with the science of today, maybe they could be considered impossible, or they could be considered too far off or too far away. But actually, this technology is here present today, like you can see in this picture. So the technology has been in show since last September in Linz. So unfortunately now, because we got this problematic with the pandemic, the center is closed. Even though this technology can solve the problematic of today, can solve any problematic. So even the problematic of the environment, like I said before, problematic of energy, problematic of transportation, it can solve food shortages. And Rick was remind us not long ago about the NASA project, where in Canada, I think was, where they're looking for new way of food. And here in the picture, you can see, these are all guns. If you can see, so you can see the enhancement unit, and then you can see all the guns that people never saw before. So, and also we also have food of guns. So definitely will be perfect for the NASA competition. So, and here you can see the two enhancement units, one for enhance the body, so to bring back the body to balance. And we know that how important is it in space, and especially now with the problematic with the environment around us. And then we have the announcement, the other machine for materialized any material at the point of need. These are the contact form, so you can write in questions, write anything you wanted to ask, and then Rick showed the common questions. But I do recommend and suggest that wherever you read, if you do not understand or if you have more questions, to really so first of all, yes, going to the Keshe Foundation, you will find all this information in the Keshe Foundation, and you will find this information under plasma and frequent ask questions. Rick just post a link in the chat for who has access to the chat. But if you do not have access to the chat, you can go to the www.keshefoundation.org, and you find there the information. Here you can see how you can donate, and this is similar. I don't know if it's correct the way I said it, but it's similar like crowdfunding, maybe, where you can put any amount you wish, and you can donate. And also for any country or for the country you are in, to support your nation, to support, I mean, your, we divide it not through nation, we divide it through languages. So to support anyone. As I said, this is not, if before that's why now we're going to the plasma era. Now we're going to think collectively. So before, you may probably were maybe doing donation by thinking maybe just a group of people like children or blind or wheelchairs. But actually with this donation, you do the donation to the humankind, because with this technology is for all humankind, no one excluded. And every donation you give, it will be used just for the people, to the people. It's not profit. So as you know, to make any project or to make any changes, it require a lot of works. So it means it require people, and the people, you know, you can volunteer. I see the volunteer, maybe because I'm volunteer, I see the volunteer as the advanced people, because they're the people who, but this is because people who understand the universe, they know that with this unconditional giving, you just give unconditionally, and then you start the motor. You start the motor of this energy. So giving is energy, is a magnetical energy, and when you receive is gravitational. So as we know, the balance in the universe, the fields always balance each other's. So the more you give, the more you receive. So volunteer is a different volunteer. When you volunteer in the Keshe Foundation, it means that you use the force of the universe to have what you need at the point of need. So, and also I speak about myself, of course. I see that if I want to have a new society where there's not going to be money involved, my reason to volunteer is also to create a new world. So because in my new world, there are no cash flow involved. So I volunteer because I want to create some space where there are no money involved. To me, the energy is different, but this is just personal to me. But of course, because we are in transitional time, everyone should volunteer only the time they can, without stealing from themselves. But it has to be unconditional. One thing that the Keshe Foundation stress about when, especially for the volunteer, is there has to be unconditional. So that mean that you cannot have, if I volunteer, the moment I volunteer and I expect something back because I volunteer, that work of energy I was talking about doesn't gonna work, because they has to be unconditional. So mean has to be with, if you know, if you expect something back, it's not unconditional. And trust that in the universe, things will work out for you in different ways. This is where you gain your trust. I see it more like a school where you learn to trust the universe and the environment you are in, and trust your feelings. So to become a volunteer has to be something that you feel like to do, and has to not to be forced, have to be a choice to come from you. And then you can explore the magic that comes with it, but has to be unconditional. So it's not because you volunteer then you expect things back. So I just want to make a point on this. But you can help in many other ways. So if you let's say you're super busy and you got no time to volunteer, there are many other ways you can help out if you want to help out. So so it can be doing donation, for example. So people sometimes they want to be responsible where the money goes. So in this transitional time, maybe I would like to, let's say that I have a lot of cash flow, so I want to be responsible of where my money goes, so I will then donate. If all this goes online with you, of course. So there are many ways you can take a part, so many ways. If you have a job, yeah, sorry.
Excuse me, Safina.
Yeah,
There's a
sorry.
couple of, you've
Yeah.
inspired people in the YouTube, and they're asking, I would like to help and volunteer, one case in Holland. How, what and how is that possible? In other words, how do people get in contact, and what kind of things are required? I guess there's some interest in that now. And I think we do have some links in the following part of the program that might help them with that as well, but perhaps you can answer.
Yes, as I know, the Keshe Foundation need a lot of volunteer for any shape, any form, especially because now, as you know, we open in Keshe TV, the new Keshe TV. So, so we need all sorts of volunteers in any shape or form. So definitely every volunteer is welcome. The way to volunteer, you can go to the Keshe Foundation website where we are right now, and there is application for volunteers. Or you could, if you know anyone who is already part of the Keshe Foundation, you can contact the Universal Account Supporter, or if you're part of the Telegram team, because in the Keshe Foundation, for who doesn't know, we make emergency team to give support for the pandemic, and every languages is on Telegram link. So if you're already part of this Telegram link, you can write to your chat, to your, let's say, if this person is, you said this from Holland. So I don't know if there's a Telegram chat for Holland, or if they can contact going into volunteer. There is a form for volunteers. And what I recommend if you go into the Keshe Foundation website and look for the volunteer application, you put as much as you can into the application, because it really helps the people behind the management of the Keshe Foundation really to understand how can you help. So, for example, if you want to volunteer in time, if you want to volunteer with your skills, let's say that you are cameraman, or you are a photographer, or you are graphic designers. So this is very well needed right now with the Keshe TV. So you can say, oh, I can do some couple of hours of graphic designer. I can help you out with the TV. So just put as much as you can as information, so they know how they can use it at your best. It will take a little bit of time to have the reply. One, especially because we are really busy with the TV at the moment. We got the deadline, the 21 March 21. And we really got very close to the deadline. So definitely is the right time to apply for volunteer. But if you don't have a straight answer, very quick answer from the application, contact email info, there is the info keshefoundation.org, or look for someone that is part of the already knowledge seekers, and they will help you out. They will help you out to the right people to be able to start as soon as you can to support. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your support, and thank you very much who listening now and thinking maybe to support, because we really need a lot of help, because as you know, we're going to launch this TV, the Keshe Foundation TV channel, and we're going to get to start the new plasma era. So a new era coming up. So we're gonna show a lot of new product. We're gonna show the power of the plasma technology. Mr. Keshe taught us that sometime in very close future, we're gonna see the flying car. Also, we've got this peace project, as I told you before. So we have to brought every president to sign the peace treaty. So we got a lot of work to make this happen, to create condition. In our plate, we got things that, as I said, this technology has never been showed before on planet Earth. So that means that the things we will present will be beyond your imagination. That means the attention we'll get will be exponentially, like plasma technology usually does that. It's got exponential growth. And with this TV, we're going to have exponential growth. So we have to be ready. We have to create conditions to be ready to accommodate all these new people coming in, because as soon they hear about the flying car, everyone in the world wanted to see a flying car. It's never been shown before. And Mr. Keshe, I think last Thursday, as I think, I don't know if he was joking or not, but he was talking about how he was achieving the lift. And he was talking about probably maybe we're going to have even skateboard, you know, like go back in the future. So
The hoverboard.
Yeah, you know. So we have pretty strong staff that the Mr. Keshe and the Keshe Foundation is prepared for us. So we need a lot of volunteer to accommodate this huge exponential growth. But also we need people with the same point of thinking. So everyone that it's for peace and it's got this vision of world peace, also they will be very welcome to, as I said, this is not a group. So here we just, it's like we're launching this new plasma era. So it means the whole humankind is included, no one is excluded, all free in exchange of word of peace. So it means that everyone who listening now and knows friends and knows people, even famous people, we're really looking also for famous people like Joe Rogan. If anyone of you knows Joe Rogan, is a very famous TV radio presenter. He's really into, I'm sure he's really into what we're doing in plasma technology. I saw a video not long ago where they couldn't understand how the spacecraft work. But the two pictures in front of you are two spacecraft. So that's why I call a spaceship unit. So we can invite them and show them what this plasma technology is all about. If you know people like Bruce Lipton, is a very famous scientist. He wrote bestseller books. I saw some of his interview with Joe Rogan, and he also will be a perfect person to invite in the TV station. We actually, so these people, they can come and confront themselves. We can learn from them and they can learn from us, because this technology is not gonna cover up what is in place now. We're just gonna add to it. So it's like if you stretch a little bit further of your knowledge of what you know now, you just add in plasma to it. So you go a little bit further. So we can invite all these people to learn together how we can complement plasma technology in the things that are now, and how can we move forward as you know, for total benefit of the whole. And I was also see an interview. I know that maybe Russell Brand. I know that many people. I never know him quite well, but I went into an interview he done, and was really interesting. He said in this interview, I wish there was be now a technology that was for the good of all. And this technology was so forward that could really help us, the world, to have a better life. And as he was saying that, I was thinking, he talked about the Keshe technology, the plasma technology. So obviously you can see there is a missing link there. Many people are already ready for this technology. And many people, they're just waiting for this. Listen Lipton, listen Joe Rogan, listen the guy I mentioned now. I can't remember his name now, just come out of my head. But listen all these well-known people, they waiting for something like us, but they don't know that we're here, and we actually looking for people like them because we need people who they can reach as many people as possible, so we can let know, like Mr. Keshe said, we should find a way to let people know about the cake. So the cake is the plasma technology, the plasma era. So we need to find a way. So of course, well-known people who are recognized as a figure, if they would be the best to introduce this plasma technology as fast as they can to as many people as they can. So they're waiting for us, they're looking for us, we're here and we're looking for them. So now we need all of you that are present and listening. If you have any friends, if you got any connection to any people that are quite well known, even the journalist in, I think it was in Arizona, the journalist, she's resigned not long ago. She's very famous journalist. She's just waiting for someone like us. She said that she's not happy. She's not anymore happy about this false news, and she would love to do a real news. So in the Keshe Foundation TV, we're gonna do only good news. We always focus on the goods, and because that is the way to go. If you focus on the goods and you make it better, what is already better, the problem will just get smaller and smaller until it's not a problem anymore. So we need somehow come across this message of world peace. So somehow get the president, sign the peace treaty, and this will give the base structure to then implement this technology, because this technology cannot be shared freely until we don't have the peace treaty. And it's for free, so it's not like you have to pay anything. You have to just have. Someone actually said to me that in America there is already a peace treaty, so we need to go back to the root, to go back to the peace treaty, and find a way to get together and spread the news about this technology to as many people as we can, as fast as we can. I'm sure with the TV also this will be much easier task. Because now you will see under one umbrella all different languages. You will see what each nation or languages has done up to now, because we have 7 years of testimonial, even more. We're going even further back. But since we become public teaching, 7 years and gone, maybe we're going into the 8th year, if I don't mistake. And therefore, we got a lot of material already been made. from very simple people who they learn the technology that is being given for free from Mr. Keshe to use in your own home, because in your home you can do whatever you want when you want it. So he gave the tool for everyone, doesn't matter your background, to actually start and use the plasma technology in your home. And we have plenty testimonials from all over the world. People has been used it in agriculture for growing crops, has been used in regulate the temperature, for making food. Actually, the one for the food should go for the NASA competition. For any, you name it, animals, anyone. Really, there is no fields that the plasma technology doesn't touch. There isn't. That's why we need all people to be united, because there is no field it doesn't touch. So clean up of water, clean up of people use it in the clothes. So the application, the knowledge seekers around the world have testimonial are enormous. So now we also need volunteer to gather in all this material and prepare it for the TV station. So we have also lots of material, very important material. They will be shown once the TV is open, about work has been done with governments, very important work. As you know, the Fukushima work, the decontamination of Fukushima, that is super important work. It will be shown in the plasma, in the Keshe Foundation TV channel. You know, so we got important work done with the government in Italy, done to clean high polluted water, as I told you before, and all written. So that one will be shown. So will be shown, as you know, the drones for the defense, that has been shown as well from America. So a lot of important material that will be shown in the TV. So can you imagine how many people will be interested to know about how to decontaminate Fukushima, how they decontaminated this high polluted water, where right now the scientists today have got no solution. So we're gonna bring a lot of attention. All the world will look at us. We're gonna be the pivot point of the change. So people, we need a lot of volunteer to really accommodate all this number of people. We need also, as I said, specialists. If you're a scientist, if you're already into clothes, if you go, for example, clothes factory, or if you got, I don't know, ceramic factory, if you got already a business, and you want to implement the plasma technology to it, we have a section for that. We have all the section for manufacturing cell, you know, where we're gonna show the product. We're gonna show this T-shirt. Has been shown the last Thursday. I don't know if you've seen it. For who doesn't seen it last Thursday, we had for the first time show this amazing T-shirt. This is the future. T-shirt they will actually regulate your temperature. A T-shirt who will in tune with yourself, and also change your mood, or also it will make your body back to balance. You know, this is not back in the future. This actually is now. So can you imagine having clothes like that? So if you're into fashion, if you're into clothes, you can be in contact with the manufacturing department. Is all in the, you can always contact the info@keshefoundation.org if you are lost. That is the easy email. And from there, people can guide you. So I don't know if you see this ceramic dish that Mr. Keshe has presented the last few Thursday. This is all product never shown before in Earth. And by using this technology, there's never been shared in Earth before. So you can go in the store, of the Keshe Foundation, and there are the products. This technology, it will make the food not get rotten. So if you're in certain countries, that can be very fundamental. In certain situations, that can be essential. If you travel, you're gonna fridge. There are many applications that you can think and use. So if you're a person who's already got a business and is in difficulties now, you can add plasma technology to it. You can call the manufacturer and the cell and work with them. If you got ideas, for example, I was having these ideas of we got this suit that you can look at them in the Keshe store, and the suits are for help the body to rebalance themselves, and they can be used in space, because remember, this is a space technology. This is space technologies for space, first of all, but because the Earth is in space and everything is made from space, so it applies to Earth too. So I was thinking I don't know how to call them, uniform, I lost the word now, but I was thinking like as idea like onesie, for children, or because maybe if you're in an area where it's you can rebalance your body by wearing this
space suit, I think is the word you
but
want.
like the onesie, like a shape animal, the shape animal
one piece.
Eh?
I think, isn't it called the one piece?
Onesie, I thought onesie, I call it onesie, I don't know. The one in an animal shape. The children wear like pajama. But you can do maybe a spacesuit for them, for families, to wear, because sometimes you maybe are in the situation where you need them. If you're close to places where are contaminated, it could be very useful. So as I said, endless. The way you can help the foundation, or the way you can get involved with the foundation, are endless. You can even look your local. So for example, go back to this project, this world project, One City, One Center. This is what all about, because this is what we want to do. We want to, from every languages, for example, start to people get together and see which are the problematic of the area where you are in. So I'll make an example. So in Italy, we got a problem with polluted water. So we're gonna very soon work on that to see which solution we can have to resolve this problem, because it's quite a big problem. Or another problem come up in the Italian community, because I asked to the Italian community, can you please find out around your area which are the problematic that are now today, and see if with this space technology, because it's not from here and it's from the Unicos and it's so advanced, and if we can sort it out, it's problematic. And at the moment came that a lot of ceramic factory closing down. So I thought, okay, maybe we can maybe the people who are in the ceramic business, they are willing to learn how to make plasma and how implement into their ceramic, and maybe because they will solve issue in their area, you know, by implementing the plasma, they can sort out the problem of the area. But of course, you need the funding at the beginning. You need money to pay for the premises, where maybe you're going to have the research place. Maybe you will have to find funding. Or I know for fact, for example, Italian knowledge seekers said that, for example, regarding to Italy, there are funding from the government for who's got solution to cleaning water. So now we look into that. We look into that. And we're looking if we can find a way to pay the expenses. So that's why where all this come into, where the donation come into, because the donation will go to support this research and the support to find those solutions for the goods of all, because I'm sure everyone doesn't want to have a polluted water to drink in their own home, or food to eat with contaminated elements in it. So this is a project art for the good for all. Or if you want to have a swim in the beach, I was speaking actually just now with a person from Italy, and he talked me about in Sardinia about these lakes full of mercury, where is a big disaster, where not many people know about it. And I said, okay, let me know I see what I can do. So again, we're gonna ask the Keshe Foundation and Mr. Keshe to see how they can support us for this problematic. Because if you go, it was said actually lakes or caves full of mercury, so and they're ready to, you know, have a lakes. So this is very dangerous thing. So we want to find solution. And this again is a project that is good for all, you know, for all humanity. So when you donate for this, and it's not profit. So I just want to give you, I talk about Italy because I'm the Italian language representative. And I invite everyone who listen here, but Italy, not just Italy. When I said Italian language representative, because one knowledge seeker, she said something very true. She said, Stefania, not just me actually, she said to all Italian group when we had internal meeting, she said, by the way, did you know that in Argentina, the Italian community, millions. So when I said I'm a representative of the Italian languages, I include all the Italian people all over the world. So every Italian, every person speak Italian can get in contact with the Italian Telegram. There is a reason why we keep it through languages, because there is a connection through the soul. But of course, we all working as one. So that's why this is called One Planet, One Nation, One Race. And that's why this project is called One City, One Center, because it's for the goods of all. And that's why when you donate for all. Yeah, you can choose if you want to choose specific languages, but you can donate for all because it will be used for all this project. Okay, I think I took quite a lot as usual. So I hope that if you're listening and you can help and be the support, you're super welcome in any kind of shape. Please get in contact with us. This is the new plasma era. Thank you.
Thank you, Stefania. Okay, so this is Marie. I'm representing the Norwegian language. Can you hear me well? Because I have a new headset.
It's loud and clear. Thank you, Marie.
Oh, great. Today's teaching is called Where Do We Go When We Die? And that is from this beautiful teaching from the Knowledge Seekers Workshop 366. where Mr. Keshe is answering the Russian mother. Actually, I've worked with this text because I have a friend who is very ill, and I wanted to give it to her. And when I was writing it down, it's so beautiful. I want to share it with everyone. So I will start explaining a little bit here. So where do we go when we die? Is death only for mankind, or is death the end of one cycle of life and the beginning of another, a pattern of existence in the universe? And the answer to that is yes. The only soul which has lasted the life of the creation is the Creator's soul. We are like a cup of water. We are poured from a cup into a bigger container, and then we are poured into a bigger container. So in fact, the cup is the same. The water is the same as the origin. Only now it has to interact with a bigger dimension. It has to interact with more waters of different cups, which are poured into the first container, and then to the next container the next container becomes again a cage for the same water from the cup, but in a bigger dimension. We are freed from this dimension of the soul to a bigger dimension of the universe. And in the maturity, we become part of the life of the unicos. And then we become part of the bigger container, which is more freedom to interact in what we call the container of the love of the Creator. So the biggest container is the level of the Creator. We gather more to realign, to reach, to understand the balance of the fields of the Creator. That when we become part of the fields of the Creator, we become perfect like Him, because we are part of His structure and totality. Our soul does not stop growing. It does not stop expanding. It gathers more and more fields. The way we started with 2 small fields in the egg and the sperm of the mother and the father. We gather energy. We become the body of the man and the soul of the man. We gather more energy. We went through the cycle of life in a dimension of the earth, and now we go through the next birth into a bigger dimension. Nothing is accidental. Everything has a reason, from the interactions of the soul of the past and what the souls have to deliver in the future. Will we see the loved ones that we have lost in a way? Yes, we will. It's part of the process. We lose the physicality, but in the dimension of the soul, our children, our siblings, our parents, our friends, who we have interacted with, they become part of us. When the soul of the man goes to a bigger dimension, it has a bigger family, has a bigger dimension of interaction, where the love of those who gave to him becomes part of him. What you took from the womb of the mother and what you took from the interaction of the fields of your ancestors became you. Every cell of you is the impression of their lives, the color of your skin, the color of your eyes, the shape of your kidney, and the way you love. It's all been transferred and mixed, and you are that mixture. The beauty of life on earth is the love which connects man. And in that process, we understand that there is a purpose for life. There is a purpose in serving to bring more together, that with it we become part of the Creator, that we can give and serve more. What is the use of harming when you can love? What is the use of destroying when you can make? What is the use of hating when you can love? And all that adds up to a collection of the fields that your soul will give and will take and will dictate its position in the universe. In its next step of growth, in its new home, where there is no cage, but a bigger expansion of the environment. This village of Earth, this is a village for the soul of the man, not for the physicality of the man. Many of you many times try to connect with your mothers and your fathers, your brothers, your sisters, your sons and your daughters. You don't need to connect. You are already connected. They are part of you, and it's you who, by feeling the loss, has created that barrier. The cycle of life in the dimension of physicality, is just a mirage. It's just interaction of the fields. It's just a phase of transition. Like when you have created a magnetic field, like magnets on the board with another magnet, the connections are never lost. Rejoice life, never mourn, as the morning brings nothing but separation. Pray for the souls of your loved ones and the ones you love, that they take what they need from you, that they find comfort and peace, that they will be with you one day, and you will feel them in the dimension of the soul of the man. Never feel that they have left you, because in a way they never left you. They are always connected to you. They take from you in the dimension of the soul, and you give to them in the dimension of the soul. We did not appear out of nowhere. We are an amalgamation of the fields of what was once the sun, which was once the fields of the universe, which was once part of the unicos. We are the division of many divisions, and when we come free from the dimension of physicality of the body of the man, we become free to become part of another structure. Life never ends. Life is for eternity, because life is part of the eternal cycle of the fields of the Creator. It's like the water you drink, which becomes part of you for a while. You were just a vessel to show the beauty of it in the shape of the body of the man. And this is exactly what life is. We go through cycles. We manifest ourselves as part of the fields, maybe of the cell of a hand, maybe as the energy of a photon to reach another part of the body, to transfer energy and information, and it's gone. And now you become part of the totality. Loving is not the exclusivity of humanity. Loving is the purpose of the creation and the Creator. With love we spread, and with it we deliver the emotions of the creation. I made man in the image of myself, and the Creator has only one image to give and nothing else. We never die, in essence, never ends, as is all in the same container of the love and the creation of the Creator. In essence, we never died. And in essence, we are never born. In essence, we are part of the regeneration and the recreation of the fields of the body of the man. We just have to be regurgitated. We go from one field to another, and we manifest ourselves in different positions and places. The first man's soul is within the body of every one of us, because it has left the memory of it. We never die, and in so many ways, there is no death in the universe. Be those who give and never take, and who serves without conditions, and take all the pains which comes with it, because it allows the others to live and allows their soul to expand to understand their own existence. Happiness is being able to share freely without suffering. Happiness and peace is being able to give unconditionally, and it's for those who want to take from it, take what they need, but they can't take all of it. The creation and the creator never stops. It does not matter if a planet explodes or a galaxy hits another, or billions of lives change position, because he gives and he knows all these interactions will have a benefit, will create new life, and in that process, the division of the energies becomes a new life in the totality of everything else that man has ever imagined. The soul of our loved ones is with us, but is busy with their own work. Death, separation of physicality from the soul, is the limitation of the understanding of the man, and that's all. We all feel the loss and we wait for reunion, but in fact, we have never been separated. But it's us, by elevation of the soul, will feel and carry the memories, which is the life with us, with them, and through us and with us. One day mankind will become wise to understand there has never been a death. There shall never ever be a death. That as if the death is true, there would have been no creation, and the creator would have not existed. Never worry or miss the soul you have created, as it has its own life, and we are there just to create that soul. And our job is transmutation and transportation. And we are nothing but the delivery of love and soul to our loved ones, and the ones we will love. I made man in the image of myself. I gave, and the man has to give. And once you learn detachment, you will grow. Thank you. So this was taken from the Knowledge Seekers Workshop 366. And I will teach this workshop in the soul teachings, in the private teachings on Thursday. So if you want to go more in detail, there is much more to learn. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Mospek, presenting Bengali language. So today, I'm going to talk a little bit about some practical things that are happening in my neighborhood. It has been a while since I've been telling people in this area about plasma technology. And what is necessary is for them to see it firsthand. And so health is one of those ways that we can connect to people on a firsthand basis. So most, most of the people who are educated in, let's say, the current system had difficulty in relating to it for a while. One of the advantages of being in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, this kind of area where we had other medical systems in existence prior to this type of medical system. Although when it was occupied, a large number of such doctors were killed. But the attitude that was implanted during that time has stayed with us. And the Western practice of medicine that we are so used to these days everywhere hasn't captured everybody's mind. And the poor communities are not as convinced given the experience they have had so far. So, I was more successful with people who, in code, we call them disadvantaged. They may be disadvantaged in the material sense, but one advantage they have is they have humility. So in talking to them and giving them examples of how this will benefit them, they slowly start to, at first, of course, they also have difficulty believing in, but this slowly started applying it in small things like fever and so forth. And results started coming in, and more people knew about it. So the disadvantaged community, the materially disadvantaged community around my area started using it more and more, and words have gotten around further and further, and and with time I've started talking with even some of my family members. Most of them didn't believe me, but they started to hear about this, and the people in my neighborhood have benefited from it. So some of my family members, they're better off in material sense, and so some of them are using it as well. And the words that although the process has been slow, I am beginning to talk with the medical community, the doctors, and especially people who have heard about this application of this science in health, and everybody has their loved ones, whether they're a doctor or not, but they cannot solve it. So this is where I am talking to several families, well-to-do and have many people in their family, in a bigger sense of the word family, like cousin, second cousin, and so forth, and then children, their grandfather or grandmother. And they're talking amongst themselves, and many of them are doctors, and the word is that we can solve certain things that is outside the scope of current medicine, and they're not that common things like hip pain, knee pain, and many others. I won't go into. We all know a little bit about application of this, and skin disease. Many of the skin disease, eye problem. I mean, very common things. Since me and a few of us that are working here have had success in this area, they're beginning to listen to us. And the way I'm approaching it is this. I'm talking to these families and say, okay, yes, I can help you. But let's do it in a way so that we can extend this understanding and this ability to help people with these kind of problems in a way so that many people would benefit. I said, I'm only, one person and I have a few people who can help me, but the number is very limited. So let's find the doctors who are willing to come and learn, and you or your family member who is sick, your situation can be used as an examples case for teaching these doctors about the science. The science has its theory, but it's not theory. We do it through practice. We really benefit people, and then we say, okay, this is how it has been done. So there are several cases like this, and there are doctors who are beginning to, I have talked to several doctors, and some of these doctors are sort of like, head of neurosurgery at one of the biggest hospital in the country, so forth. It takes a little bit of time and a lot of talking to get there, but it's happening. And I mean, they have relatives who have problems that are outside their understanding, and so I give them examples and small examples, and sometimes somebody they know have used something that I have provided. But the bottom line is that what is happening is that slowly these doctors are listening, and one of the things that I'm bringing is that, okay, let's gather a group of these doctors, especially a younger generation, because they're more open to these things and they're not too preoccupied with their existing understanding. And so, let's try to use our family members as the example of people recovering from health situations which we all know is not possible to solve using what we know. So this is what I'm kind of busy with these days, and so progress is being made, and I'm just talking with a lot of people, which is not my strong point, but I can do a reasonable job. So it's progressing. Let's see where we go. But one of the ramification of this is that I'm also talking about the universal health body enhancement unit with these doctors. So, and I'm talking about how, yes, I can solve individually things, but can we bring these enhancement unit and have some of the doctors trained to use these enhancement unit? And I won't train them in this area because I really don't know how to use it. So I won't go there, but I can also at least start with some of the more common things I have done, and the theoretical framework that goes with it, and that makes them more ready for the Universal Enhancement Unit. And there are a few hospitals that are talking to me about bringing the enhancement unit, and we'll make some arrangement, the financial arrangements, that there is another aspect to it, and that's also being discussed. It's an ongoing process, but it's progressing, and that's what I wanted to convey. And maybe many of us who are residing in other parts of the world can do something along that line. Of course, it will be unique to each community, but although it has been, 3-4 years since I've started doing this, it is beginning to come together. Is it because of me? Not really. I mean, other events are happening elsewhere in the world, Corona and everything. Yeah, I had a small role to play. I mean, I admit it, but at the same time, unless we move to the next step of letting people know, and then then we can't progress quickly. And since with the TVs coming, we can use that together with this. And so I'm also talking about the TV to these people, and so we'll see how it goes. And right now it's progressing fast. It may slow down, but nevertheless, a number of doctors and medical professionals now are aware of the existence of this science and technology, and they have relatives who are suffering. So I think we can do something about some headway here, and some. I mean, it doesn't have to be like this, but some variation of this approach can be implemented elsewhere in health area, because health is, after all, a very, something very close to us, and especially with our loved ones, our relatives, mom and dad, children, and all. And it's a very sort of like loving and intimate way of approaching it. I told all of these doctors about how I solved my mom's hip and knee problem. So this was part of the story, and that, people could readily relate to that. And so it has to be at a very personal level, the way I see it to be working the best. Brothers and sisters, that kind of, uncle, aunts, grandfather, grandmother, some people who are very close to us. We grew up with them in many different ways, and so this is a very human way of. The science is kind of like a sideshow more than anything else. So it's our fellow feeling, our the humanity coming to the foreground and connecting at a very basic and simple, very simple and basic way. And doesn't matter whether they're the biggest, the most, well-known doctor in the country or whatever. All of us have relatives that we're very close to. Some of them are suffering, and we can, especially elderly relatives of ours, we can always help them a little bit if we just diminish some of their pain a little bit. It not only makes them feel good, it makes me feel good as well. And slowly we go. And I just wanted to relay this experience so that we can implement a variation of it, and people will come up with ways to make it even better. And in that way, we all benefit wherever we are in this planet, as one nation, one planet, and one race. Thank you.
Thank you, Mushfiq. Thank you so much. As a part of Bengali community, I will say তোমাকে হৃদয় দিয়ে ভালোবাসা দিই মুশফিক, আর তোমাকে সবসময় অভিনন্দন জানাই আমার হৃদয়ের মধ্যে ভালোবাসা দিই আর নমস্কার সালাম বলি। And I also
Well,
want to
Sweta, please translate this because you do this too.
yes, of course. Yes, I was saying to from my core of the heart, giving blessings and love to Moshfik for saying all the words, all the lovable words he always says. So I was wishing from my core of the heart to him that this is wonderful. You always share, always present the soul here. Here we are present in the moment. So thank you, Moshfik. Thank you so much. And I will add to Moshfik that I here in India, as Moshfik said, here in India, Pakistan, all Bangladesh, Iran, but these countries, Middle Eastern countries also, they used to practice this alternative. Now we call them alternative medicine. Like in China, Qi, in India, Ayurveda, they name it Ayurveda, and Unani, and many other auric clearation like Reiki. And these people used to even question the patient, the needed who comes, about their dreams, about their friends, their families, about even a little thought he have once. They asked about that. But in the process of the mainstream medicine, all these people are gotten, I mean, killed by the criminals, I will say. But then somehow the essence remained. So my father was a homeopath practitioner, and he used to practice homeopathy when and freely after coming from the factory he was working. And at the evening he used to sit, and I have seen him talking with patients coming for many days. And in the early days, he used to give the patient some homeopathic medicine, but then somehow he get rid of the medicine with the patient, and he just talk with him. It like here we call it like a placebo effect. But I will say now I understand, as with the knowledge of the plasma, we know how the dynamic plasma works. Somehow my father figure out how to have the balance with that person, and help him in a way that now we say take what you need and the ethos of the universe was working. Was no placebo. There was the ethos of the universe working, as the patient met another person who was talking with him about the needs, what he needs. So this is how things work in the way. I also appeal in gratitude and respect to all those who are donating for the enhancement unit, for themselves or the family or for the city or the people. I'll say, please get the knowledge properly. I mean, the balance properly, as how we are true human, the nature of the human, we never understood that. So the true human nature is very different. We are the nature. And if we go to the enhancement unit, always have the knowledge and ethos of the universal creator, that we are very loving and peaceful, and we need peace. And then the enhancement unit will work 100 times more beyond comprehension. So this is a request and gratitude to all beautiful souls, those who are welcome and those who are donating, even $1 or $1 million. Please stand by and have the knowledge of the balance of the universe, because this is the transition time, and we are changing like a butterfly, and we We cannot see how it is, but we can know, we can understand, we can be present to see the wings coming out like this. So, and the beautiful colors, you can paint it by your own. It is on you what you need. So the introduction will be in the level of understanding with the enhancement unit. So this is what I want to share, and always share love and peace, because this is what we are. This is what we are not told. This is natural. The universal, we are universal, and this is natural. We are the nature. We create everything that is. So thank you for listening to me. Thank you. Thank you very much, beautiful souls. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Salam, namaste, salute. Thank you, my dear Rick.
There are two hands up, please.
Yes, we do have two hands up. I'm waiting till the Q&A actually, but if you like to address the hands up, we can do that. Well, since it was brought up, let's allow Dean to talk. Go ahead, Dean. And then Salamia after that.
Peace. Can I be heard?
Yeah, it's kind of loud. You can back off from the microphone a little bit there.
Okay, good.
Better, thank you.
You got it. I'm glad to be here. I feel blessed. In the next, well, today I'm talking with people about finance. And by the summer solstice, I would like to have released some new technologies that I've been working on, and its implementation with the integration of harvesting Gants and other things. Anyway, I am a knowledge seeker, and I will be going into the financing, and it's worldwide finance with worldwide projects. But I would like somebody that I could personally interface right now with Keshe Foundation as a, whenever we go into any type of meeting, we always have to, with my group. So it'd be two of us with whatever quorum is put together with whoever we're meeting with. And since I'm going to be integrating myself as a knowledge seeker, I need to have at least two. So, and the manifestation of the financing, I would like to see happen, because the material is already built. It's just a matter of plugging it in. I'd like to see it happen by the summer solstice. So it's a real short period of time. That's it, Rick.
Okay, well, you'd have to get a hold of Mr. Keshe for any kind of business opportunities like that. So you'll have to set up a meeting with Mr. Keshe, and you'll have to pass security before that. So I don't know if you've already done that.
No, I haven't, because sometimes.
Okay, then you can apply. You can apply at the website.
Well, I can. Now, how
and
can
you will have to apply. Let's put it that way. Before
well,
you
I don't
can,
mind
before you
that.
can have a conversation with Mr. Keshe about business opportunities, we have to have people pass security. So that's just the standard thing. Everybody who's in the Universal Council has to pass security. All the people here have gone through it, and even the students have to pass security.
Well, I understand that.
Okay, then you have to go through that.
Well, thank you. That's
first.
Well, I got it. I got it. I hope I get a red flag on this as far as being looked at, so it doesn't have to take months.
Yeah,
but
well,
with that, peace. I love you guys. I know my action.
You can also write a note to info@keshe.foundation, and that's the general information line, and let them know that you've put an application in for, to be whatever it is you wish to be, whether it's some kind of business opportunity or a distributor or dealer.
Well, I've already
whatever.
put that out on the air. I've already got agreement in the spirit, so that area is already taken care of.
Mhm. So you just have
Right,
to
you were there.
confirm it. You have to confirm it in the physicality.
You got it. We just have to make sure that this particular application goes through, because no matter what, I'll be a donor, or it just makes it easier to have a greater, well, you know what? Anyway, peace. I have the action. And thank you.
Okay, very good. Thank you. It sounds very exciting, Dean. I'm happy for you to have this opportunity. It sounds really great.
You could send an email to one of our Universal Council emails that will be shown later as well, so we could help him get in contact. That is also a possibility.
Right. I think that's the proper way to do it. Yes, through the Universal Council is best. And yeah, so there's a couple of steps there, but all is doable, definitely. By solstice at any everything's pulled out for getting it done for the solstice, eh? It sounds good. It's good, a good mark to aim for. Okay, thanks, Dean. We have Salamia as well. Would you like to go ahead?
Hello, my dear friends. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Rix. I'd like to make a brainstorming with you concerning how we can help our leaders to understand the imperious need to sign the Treaty of Peace nowadays, when SUA start to attack China and Russia, they plan, when Russia propose SUA and Iran to sign at the same time the agreement of Vienna. And I think it's not necessary and enough only to sign the agreement between few countries. We need a global inclusive treaty, as Keshe Foundation proposed to humanity, never ever to have war, never ever to have any kind of conflict, ever to have economic or financial war. We need peace. Our soul needs peace because his nature is peaceful. We belong to the Creator, divine raises, source. We are the universe which is peaceful. Why do we struggle? In the physicality, we create a world full of conflicts, telling the nature, our nature is conflictual. But it's totally wrong, because our nature is loving, is harmonious. Our nature is peaceful, because our nature is the soul of man. This is our true nature. The plasma dynamic, which we call soul, created the physical reality. And my question is, how we can do it now, not only by teaching free plasma, because they will take what they need and they will go and they will forget about peace. Our objective is peace, because plasma means peace. The ethos of plasma is peaceful, is full of compassion, is full of courage, is full of truth and love, of course. If you can answer how we can speed this process, if we have some strategy, I am addressing to Universal Council this question, because it's important to, in the physicality also, to accompany our wish at the soul level. It's very important, our wish at the soul level, but we have to translate, to transmute from the fields of high plasma in physicality. Thank you.
Perhaps you need to repeat your question, or Marie, can you answer?
Yeah, this is Marie. I want to answer because the Universal Council is working through the souls. So by elevating the souls, the physicality will follow. That is the strategy in a way. So that is our main goal, to elevate the souls of the leaders, world leaders, religious leaders, everyone. And then by elevating their souls, they have to, their physicality has to follow their own soul. And then they either follow and become peaceful, or they will have a conflict within themselves. So that is the answer from the Universal Council, or at least from me as the Universal Council representative.
Thank you very much, Mary. You are a peaceful, beautiful woman. And I love you so much, because you always are very wise and loving. I think that you are right. And what do you call and what do you mean by elevation? Just to explain to people which is asking to us, elevating the soul.
So the soul is plasma made of fields, and the soul of the man is like strong as sun, like the sun. So it radiates outwards, and so we are sending our fields to all souls for elevation. And everyone can do that. You don't need to be a Universal Council member, but the strategy of the Universal Council is to elevate the souls, because then the physicality will follow. So they become peaceful, these instigators of wars and conflicts. They will elevate so much that they cannot continue doing what they're doing. And either they become peaceful, or the conflict will be within themselves, and the outside will be peaceful. So that is my understanding of what you are asking. So that's how we will achieve world peace.
Yes, and
Through,
also
through
by
the fields.
yes, and also by knowledge, by teaching people about the plasma science, the science of the soul. What do you think?
Yes, we know we need to know the power of our own soul. So it's very important with the teachings and the knowledge. And it also has a field strength. So the more you know, the stronger you get, in a way.
To add to Marie, those whose souls are elevated, they act in the way, one way is that they act in the way that they benefit the peace process through their action. Another is to, by their elevation, their action dismantle what they're doing as well. And they reposition themselves farther away from the peace and let those who are in search of peace achieve their goal. So the manifestation will depend on how they can adjust to the new elevation of the soul. If their physicality and their emotions are in conflict with the soul, then they will act out, as they say, like hyperactive children, more so than they were before. So there can be different manifestation. In the end, they will reposition themselves either closer to the peace or away from it.
Thank you very much. And I can add maybe that it's important to have your interior peace of your soul if you want to have an exterior peace. If everybody will be happy and have peace, will not be conflicts. They will be very wise, happy, and their fields will be very, very high, like a plasma. Living in a plasma home. Earth will become a peaceful plasma. I hope so, and I have this feeling. Thank you for your answer. And now we have what we have here, Dome of Peace. Yeah, lovely.
Hello, everybody. This is Dean representing the English speaking language for the Keshe Foundation on the Universal Council as a support member. I'd like to read out this call to all knowledge seekers. So, the call to all the knowledge seekers is the Dome of Peace from Mr. Keshe. So please remember this Sunday and every Sunday from now on until we raise the soul of this planet to a peaceful planet. KF knowledge seekers worldwide will spread the GANs waters around the world at 12 PM CET time and 18 PM CET time every Sunday at the same time as they choose which time to suit them. Thank you for participating in this greatest movement by the soul of the man to bring about the peace on this planet and as a permanent feature of the life of this planet. So what is plasma? What is the call to knowledge seekers? The Dome of Peace. So a plasma, if you look on your screen now, there's a circle there with the planet Earth being represented in the middle. There is 4 other circles there that are in a shape that we would call a star formation. The star formation, if you look into the night sky, is represented by many stars. If you actually gaze out and become someone that studies the stars or looks to the stars, like humanity and many creatures have for a very long period of time, you will see that many stars are in this shape of a star formation. The plasma from an atom to a universe consists of star formations, consists of a creation that has been present since the beginning of creation. So when we understand the structure of a plasma, which is in a neutron, a proton, electron, right the way up through to the whole of creation, and it's the same process. When you understand this, you can start to use your plasma waters to connect to the plasma. When you spread these plasma waters that we call GANs, which is gas in a state of nano-solid, when we spread these waters, we spread in plasma. And those plasmas have a direct contact, a direct link to every cell, every being, every plasma, which is in everything, all across the world, all across the universe, the unicos, and all the way back to the creator. So by being peaceful with inside, connecting with the plasma, spreading out the plasma, you get a deep connection back to your essence, your beauty, and you start to give that peace to another person. So what else is a plasma? So according to the Keshe Foundation and all its beauty and the teachings that we've all come to love and learn and experience, plasma can be in the GANs, which is, as I explained before, and nanomaterials. So a nanomaterial is a substance where we create a space gap. Again, within that space gap, you will have plasmas. And that is an energy flow that we can use to enhance and balance and bring about wonderful conditions to harmonize all beings. We have within the structure of the plasma and within the structure of the foundation, we have the ability to balance health, the ability to travel into the depth of space. So we have space technology. We have the ability to go into energy, as I just described, where the plasma is an energy. It's an energy source that is created when you interact with plasmas. You have, as you see in this circle in the middle here, in the middle of the Earth, you're seeing plasmas interacting with each other. So this plasma also interacts with the environment. And the environment is everything that's within your condition, within your creation that you experience in your physicality, in your physical bodies. Then you have the interaction in food, in agriculture. So that is everything that you consume to sustain your life in your physical body. Even though through the understanding of this technology, we come to understand that the physical body only receives 20%, around about this number, of its energy requirement from physical foods. 80% of this energy packs that we receive are from the cosmos, or from the universe, or from the environment that feeds energy packs to our bodies. This is also the same for many creatures, plants, our vertical friends, and many other creatures that are present with us. So the plasma also interacts with the family. What is the family? My immediate family, the family within inside me, the family of a community, the family of a nation, the family of a continent, a planet, the universal community that are with us present in every moment, and are very loving beings and entities that are here to gently guide us back to a wonderful position of balance where we have that peace, that plasma, that energy flow within us. So that touches on emotions and soul. So we have emotions that we have in our physical bodies, that we feed an emotion, a thought, and we can make an emotion into an energy field and create a field transfer. So the soul is an energy pack, is a field transfer back to the creation. So when we use thoughts and intentions in the correct way, like spreading the plasma waters, we can connect to everything and everybody, because we are everything and everybody. And that is the deep connection. And we should never, ever lose that beauty within us. That is the plasma that makes up our physical bodies and our soul body. That wonderful essence of what you are, which is going right the way back to a call to all knowledge seekers, which is all of us. It's humanity. It's the creatures. It's the essence of creation. It is the plasma, and it is also the dome of peace. And this is brought to us by Mr. Keshe and the beauty of the foundation to spread to humanity, to bring us back to peace. Let's all create that peace dome by using our GANS waters every Sunday, and any time you feel free, that you feel the inclination to connect to the creation and bring joy and peace to your family, which is all of us. Thank you all. Love to you all.
Thank you, Dean. We had a hand up from Kay. Maybe you'd like to go ahead with your comment or question.
Hi, good afternoon. I don't know if I can do this, but it was just a question. I spoke to Stefania just before the Zoom meeting today with the One Planet. I'm supposed to be getting in touch with the people that she talked about, Joy Rogan and Bruce Limpton and Russell Brand, as well as Ricky Jarvis. He's also a ex-political figurehead, so to speak. I've managed to write up an email and also find all their contacts, so that I'm just about really to push the button or press the button to send them off. But I needed to know, as the time is short, by Friday we're supposed to find some people so that we could do some sort of interview. And as you know, these people are all well in advance booked. We can just only hope and pray that somebody gives us a bit of a slot for 10-15 minutes for some sort of interview. But I wanted to take opportunity from here to see if I was to send the email, who can confirm the contents of my email, where I could get a quick feedback. Obviously, I don't think it would be appropriate to read it in here in this platform, but someone who could say, yes, this email sounds okay. I mean, I've written it in a very lame language, in a very humbly as well, just to get to the core point that why we like to do a quick interview. If it's appropriate here for me to read the contents of the email, I will. If not, maybe somebody can give me an advice who to get in touch with so that I could get a return straight away, send it off, and they read it, if they like it, they say yes, send it. So I'll send it off. It was just really I didn't want to do something without without getting approval as such. That's all. Please advise accordingly.
Okay. Perhaps you should consult with the local KF people. Is this specifically for a TV interview? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Yes. This is for the TV interview. To as Stefania suggested, we get a couple of people. So I've written the email, but I haven't sent it off. I just needed to see the context of email is relevant. He's not, he's not way out, or he's not, it's not relevant or irrelevant. So this is the feedback I needed. That's all.
What does the Universal Council think? Should we have a look at that email? Might be useful for others to formulate their emails that they might be sending to such people.
Maybe you can send it to Stefania, and all of us in the Universal Council can take a look at it and let you know tomorrow morning, perhaps. This is one option.
The sooner the better. Is it okay if that's what you think? Yes, no problem. I was going to send the email today.
Well, I mean, on the other hand, you can use your best judgment too. I mean, you don't need anybody's permission in the sense, because with your best wishes, it should work.
Well, the question is, do we present it now in the workshop, the letter, and go over it and give critique on, what to add and subtract and that kind of thing?
Not
or
in
do
public,
you do that in the background? Yeah, that's probably best in the background. There might be some delicate issues to deal with.
Yeah, no problem. I'll send it to Stefania.
Okay, and yeah, that's a great idea, because we might be able to use it sort of as a template for contacting such people. And we can definitely use that in all the breakdown groups from the various countries that are doing the KFTV as the regional people that are working on each individual project and are trying to get interviewees to submit to an interview. So that's great. That's perfect. And if we get that done right away by the UC and get that, if it's useful and if you can work it out, then we can use it in the KFTV groups. And we have a deadline, of course, of Friday at whenever, sometime on Friday for this stage. No urgency, but tomorrow would be good. Not sooner.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the feedback. I've just received Stefania's email. I shall forward it in a short while. Thank you very so much.
Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome.
And if we had more time, I might try to push more for some sort of letter creation, but I think that's, like you say, best for the background action. Okay, let's carry on here. We are getting close to the time for wrapping up. Do we have someone that can present the invitation?
Yes, yeah. Hello, this is Shwetanbar, UC Hindi language. And this is an invitation to join the Universal Council membership or the Universal Council support membership. And this is an appeal of love, call of love, way of love as a true human nature. Please do come and join for the services of the humanity. Please, this is an appeal. And especially for the younger generation, take the responsibility, my dear ones. This is your way of living. And we can say in balance, in the plasma, in the dynamic plasma, the manifestation, not the future. So this is in the physicality, we can say it's future for you. And Rick, can you go to the application? There's an application for this, and it will take a little while to open the application. And you can see the application in a second, and the decision should be made with your soul. That is the important thing. This is the Universal Council page, and see the violet color, the fire, the violet fire of purification. Well, I would say purification because fire always purifies, nanocoat indeed. But here, beautiful color violet. And this is the page of the Universal Council website. And there is Universal Charter here. You can read that, which is necessary, very necessary also. And there's a universal mandate. And this is the Universal Council logo. And you can see the logo, how bright and beautiful it is, and the essence of the human nature we are within the Creator. So this is the logo, my dear. We are all like this, always. And this is the time of transition. Know how to be a butterfly. Knowledge is the key, always. So this is the logo. And now we can go down to the application. And according to the essence will be the conduct of your own self, of your physicality, of your way of living, of your way of behaving. So this is the application coming, my dear. All beautiful souls. And this is the application in the violet color of love and purity. So fill this form with your soul pen. There is a pen of soul. You don't know, but know, my dear ones. Fill this form with the pen of your soul and be wise. Choose wisely. Be in love, always. So there's a next page, Rick, next presentation for the documents, link of the documents. Please fill this form who want to join, as we are all joined always as universally. Yes. And this is the links to the documents of the UC Charter, which is very, very necessary to know. The UC mandate, also very, very necessary. The Earth Constitution, which is necessary because we even don't know how to live like a human being, whole human being, or to be in a civilization. So this is very important as we are transiting, and this is a transition time. So, and the most important thing is the peace roadmap. The peace roadmap is a road to walk, all of us together, to be in the light, from the darkness to the light. The darkness, understand the darkness, and then go to the light to understand and be in the light forever. And here we call it an enlightenment. You don't have to be a saint or a sadhu or a guru for this. You are you. That is all that is needed. And in the left-hand side, there's a contact email of the Universal Councils. And anybody can contact any Universal Council, but we need more knowledge languages, Universal Council and Universal Council support of many languages more. And welcome. We welcome with our open heart and soul. Please do come. And suswagatam in India we say. So salam, namaste, salute. Very, very much, all the love, always, my dear ones, dear beautiful souls. Thank you so much for being here, knowingly, unknowingly. As the enhancement unit will work, if you know, or if you don't know even, but if you know, it will work 10 times, 100 times more. So this is how enhanced thing work. Thank you. Thank you from the core of my heart and soul. Salam, namaste, salute.
Okay, we did have one question in the YouTube that it would be good to answer. And I answered it by putting in the UC mandate and the UC charter links into the chat. But the question is, what's the purpose of this council? Can someone sum that up in a short way? what is the purpose of the Universal Council?
This is Marie. The purpose of the council is to bring world peace, peace on earth, and so that humanity can become travelers of space. Because if we don't find world peace on this planet, we are not allowed to go out. So we need world peace, then the doors to the universe will open. And the Universal Council is also the bridge to the universal community. And we will also guide humanity in this time of transition. So that was my answer. Maybe someone else can, in the Universal Council, can add to it.
Thank you. And there is also the idea of being a replacement for the UN.
Yes, that's the guiding part, because there is a need for a guide to guide humanity through this phase, because we will not have the structure on Earth that we have today. So, but it will be different. It will be a soul guidance.
Okay, do we have any other questions or comments at this point?
Rick, hi, it's Dean here. Can I quickly add that, to my understanding, the Universal Council is a bridge between humanity, as Marie has just stated, and the universal community. The Universal Council is here to guide and bring about new conditions to help humanity become peaceful, to build, to bring new structures and new ethos to humanity, to give humanity a new way of existing, of living, of being in a condition of beauty that then enables humanity, as we've been told, to join the universal community. So this would be on a physical level, this would be in a body, this would be a condition where you'd be in the matter state. And so we can guide and help humanity to have many beautiful new opportunities and beauties to live in a much more harmonious way. That's conducive with the beauty of the garden, the Mother Earth that we have, and then also give us the ability to also work in the plasma state, which is in another level, is on a soul level, so that we can become part of the universal community, to the understanding and my understanding of where humanity has come from creation. It's come from a point of interaction of the sun and the earth, and many other interactions, many fields that produce and give us our physical body on a planet like Earth, and also give us a soul condition that is then joined with the body. And so there are many aspects that we need to interact with, and the Universal Council are here to guide humanity and to and many other creatures as well. It's not just humanity. The council will be here to represent and be ambassadors for many beings that will be present with us in the matter state and also on a soul level. So that's to my understanding. Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Dean. I have another announcement because it's another interview with TV Galactica tonight, where Rafael Teixeira from KF Brazil and Rosana Alvarez from the TV Galactica and myself. And I will present the answers to questions from the audience about many very interesting things. Today they asked about what's a black hole. So you can come and listen. It's 11 p.m. tonight, CET. Welcome and join us. Thank you.
And oops, excuse me, get my audio working. There we go. And we also have the Keshe Plasma Reactor group coming up, starting at 7 a.m. Central European Time on Wednesday, March 10th, which is the same as 10 p.m. Tuesday, today, March 9th at in Pacific Time. So that's the Keshe Plasma Reactor group. For those who are experimenters or have questions about any aspect of the technology, from the simplest to the most complex, and we'll try to deal with it and answer questions and generally do a show and tell of various devices people might have and that kind of thing. So anyone is welcome to join that public workshop. What else do we have? Do you have a link, Marie, for that TV Galactica?
Last time I checked, it was not available yet. But
Okay.
it's on YouTube, so search for TV Galactica, but it will also be posted in the Telegram chats and on Zoom chats.
Right, very good. Okay, someone's interested in the Universal Enhancement Unit. Let me just get the link for that once again so they can have that. I'll put that in the YouTube chat for Miss May. All right, I think that wraps it up for today. Anything else that anyone can think of? Once, going twice. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you, everyone, for attending this 160th One Planet, One Nation, One Race for World Peace on Tuesday, March 9th, 2021. We'll be back again next week, March 16th, at the usual times, and for another presentation. And of course, everyone should take in the Knowledge Seekers Workshop coming up on Thursday, March 11th at 9 a.m. Central European Time. Okay, that's it. Bye for now, everyone. See you next time around.